Kev here, and yes, my shirt says Hillary, but it does say for prison at the bottom. Guys, today my heart was so filled with joy as I saw the complete meltdown over Trump trolling the world. You see, Trump said something that should have been said decades ago. He said the capital of Israel is in Jerusalem. And you know what? He's damn right it is. And he did not go and say that, the capital of Israel is in Jerusalem, and now I'm going to order our soldiers to go kill a bunch of Muslims. If he had said that, that might warrant the response we're seeing from the so-called religion of peace. All the beatings, all the Molotov cocktails being thrown at people, rocks being thrown at people, rockets being shot into Israel, people rioting in cities all over the world. Guys, when Trump said this, the UN, the very body that built Israel, all of a sudden wants to hate on Trump for saying this. People all over Europe bashing Trump as some sort of vile person because he dared side with Israel. Guys, the anti-Semitism from the left who accuse everybody else of being racist is so hypocritical. It's disgusting. Meanwhile, they protect the most racist, the most patriarchal, the most violent religion, or I should say death cult in the world. I guarantee you right now, there are people marching in Chicago singing Kumbaya with some radical Muslims. And those people are probably, blue-haired, bimbo, trans, everything. Those same people would be killed in a heartbeat in any Muslim majority country. I've lived all over the world. I've lived in several Muslim majority countries. All of them are hell on earth. All of them are oppressive. In fact, every country where Islam is a majority religion, and every area where Islam takes hold and has a majority population concentrated is hell on earth. Just look at places in Europe right now. Look at the Philippines. Look at Indonesia, where they're going in villages and killing everybody in the village, where they're killing police chiefs and elected officials. Look at the genocide of Christians and Jews all over the Middle East. Guys, there will never be peace in the Middle East. They sent Kushner, that little punk over there, to have peace talks. We've had peace talks for 50 years. How are you going to have peace talks going back as far as I remember with Arafat? They've always had peace talks with terrorists. These are people who do horrible things, tie bombs to kids and send those kids off to blow themselves up. There's a huge difference between Islam and a military like the State of Israel's military. These people, I've seen it firsthand with Islam. People tying bombs to their own children. No matter how much I hate a group of people or a government oppresses me, I would never hurt my own children. These people have no problem using them as shields, blowing them up. Everywhere in the Muslim world, any given village, any given town, you can go there during the week and see people gathered around to chop somebody's hand off, to stone a woman to death for cheating on her husband. It happens everywhere. Huge crowds of people gathered in soccer stadiums to witness the execution of women who dared to walk around without a hijab on. It happens all the time throughout the Muslim world. There is no peace with Islam. Trump took a step forward for the righteous cause, for the cause of Western modernity. You see, here's the thing. Islam cannot tolerate a step backwards. They cannot tolerate a defeat. They cannot tolerate basic criticism, like we saw with Charlie Hebdo, or the Draw Muhammad cartoon contest, where they sent 2 terrorists to go shoot the place up. They can't tolerate any kind of speed bump on their road to dominating the world. That's why, with their globalist allies, anytime somebody says something about migration into Europe, they're labeled a hate speech person, a criminal. So what do? Well, what Trump's doing is a great start. We have to push back, and we need leaders like Trump who will push back. Because you know what? Israel's the only speed bump between the entire Islamic world charging into Europe, charging into the United States, sending their weapons of destruction everywhere across the world, because that's their goal. It is world domination. Don't believe me? Go read the Hadith. That same book, you know, they always say, well, the Quran's a book of peace. Maybe it is compared to, you know, the Hadith. But the two go hand in hand. And in the Hadith, it has everything. It has the child rape. It has the pedophilia with Muhammad. It has the history of violence of Islam. All the way back to its foundation with Muhammad raiding caravans, cutting the heads off his enemies. This is a religion that was founded in violence. And it continues to perpetuate violence all over the world. So apropos that it is the communists who ally with the Muslims. Because, you know, together they've killed more people than all the wars of history combined. Guys, we need to support Trump in this. We need to take a stand. And if these people want to go riot in our cities, we need to call our police officers, call, you know, our police chiefs, our mayors, our city councils, and demand they start busting some heads. Because we need to get a grip on the West. We cannot let it fall to these animals. Anyway, I'm out.